Having a wine cellar is a privilege. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and amongst all, patience. Patience not only to decide which wine you want, but also the patience to have the correct configuration. These are some of the bottles that I have in my cellar, and I wanted to share that with you today. Most people aren't sure what style, what percentage that they should have within their cellar. And many make the mistake of having absolutely gorgeous wines only. Life, for many we hope, would be one where you would drink luxurious wines every single day. But then it would become normal and mundane. My suggestion is have at least 40, maybe even 50% of your wine cellar would be made up of everyday drinking, possibly even 60%. Then 30% you would want to have for those wines that are for a special occasion. Birthdays, anniversaries, friends that you haven't seen for a long time. And then you have the 10%, the apex, where they truly are only going to be drunk on those occasions, like the first grandchild, a wedding. So think about that. And what I have here within the top of my apex is I have a Borba from Portugal in 1947. I also have in my next layer a Pauillac 2014 Grand Puy Ducasse, which is a Grand Cru Classé. And within that same ranking, I have a Vino Chianti 2014 Cabernet Sauvignon. My everyday drinking for white wine would be this Sauvignon Blanc. Now, what's the importance? Many of you would have noticed I have a Coravin here. And the reason why is I may want to try some of these wines without having to pop open the cork or even the twist cap. So let me just put these aside for a minute. And I'm rather excited to look at my Coravin. And this is how the Coravin box comes. It's very attractive, easy to pull out. I'll move my glass aside. Can open it up. There's a lovely pouch here. And before I reveal the contents, you can see here that these special capsules are the ones that you would use for the twist cap wines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this Vino Chianti Cabernet Sauvignon 2014. Realize that this bottle has not, the wine, the contents at least, has not been exposed to air apart from what's inside. And when we open the cork, pull the cork out, it's going to be exposed. But I don't really want to do that right now. So I will use Coravin. So I plunge this down, squeeze with my thumb and index, and I make sure it's secure. Then once it's secure, I plunge this down, always holding the bottle just to make sure everything is in order. Hold the bottle, and then with this lever, press. You'll get some hissing, and then the wine will come out. And when you've had enough, you just sort of hold it back, and there you are. Now, I want to try this 2014. It could be a wine that's 10, 20, even 30 years old. possibly even older. So, give it a good swirl. Delicious. Black currant, black cherry, bitter earth, as I would expect for this vintage. Wow. Still has a lot of body, structure. In my opinion, this wine would still hold for at least another 5 years. If, on the other hand, and this is the importance of Coravin, if I felt that this wine didn't have the staying power, then I would drink it right now. And so simple, you just lift the plunger, open it out, you have your Coravin instrument ready to go again, and if I wanted to shelve it for another 5 years, I just put it back. So the advantages of having a Coravin is that it allows you to work very closely with the cellar that you are keeping in your home, or could be somewhere else, but you just want to try it and see how are your wines doing. So I think it's an essential piece of equipment for the modern day cellar. That, for me, is the Coravin Six Plus. So please comment, like, share, or subscribe to our videos.